Now this was a great episode of Fairy Tail Zero, not only adding way more than they needed to with all that training that they did, and also as well meeting the Black Mage himself, that person that we all fear the most, Zeref. So yeah, actually everything didn't go too well after the whole situation that happened after like they got completely exposed by Blue Skull. Like these guys just got treated like shit. Like you see Pret there, he's got all bandaged up and like you get to see Yuri, he's on the fucking ground completely being treated his wounds, and obviously Mavis feels like absolute dog shit over this because it's like it's all thanks to me. Like I did this because I caused them harm, I got in their way, and this is what happened. Like I lost Cool after all my magic was gone, and it was up to like Warren to drag them all out like after doing everything, and then she happens to meet right in the lake Zeref, and I'm like, oh shit, this is where they begin, right? This is where their relationship, the two finally first met. And I like just at first she just sees Zeref, she's like, oh my god, he's naked, oh my god. She's like put her hands away, and it's like even he'd still say, he's like, get out of here. You know, like, I'm scared of my powers, like, you know, I'm going to do it. And she's very well knowledgeable. She's saying, like, this is the Ankaselum curse. Like, I know what this is. I know what it causes. Like, the more that you like things, you love things around you, the more that you want to take things, like, away from them. That's what the curse does to you. And it affects you like that. However, if you don't like anything, then the curse will disappear. So it's basically the hatred of the world. You have to hate the entire world, pretty much, to protect it. It's a very weird situation where, like, Zeref is coming from at the moment with, like, this power. And, like, even still, it's like, no, I don't want to touch anything. And it's like, yeah, we found out he was the one that caused, like, all those forests getting destroyed. And, you know, just being alone all this time. He's never been able to really talk to someone. And he's just been traveling all across the world from what it seems at this point in time, just so he doesn't hurt anyone or hurt any animals. But Mavis, being very nice as she is, like, actually use her powers of, like, the whole imagination magic to, like, put a bunch of animals around everywhere. So it's like, you aren't going to kill them and you're going to affect them, but you're going to have a nice time. You're going to, like, really, like, see, like, the beauty of kind of life and all that, like, for the first time without having it, like, you're not going to have life crushed away from you, like, at any time. And actually, this really makes Sarah very happy to say, this is the happiest I've been in years. Thank you so much. But although, like, she's like there saying, I know that you're a strong wizard, I know that you could, like, do stuff, please help me, teach me. Now, this is the very different thing about this, like, where I'm going to be talking about the anime and manga's differences. Zeref teaches, like, Yuri, Pret, Reward, like, all of them, magic. However, the big difference is, in the manga, it was just like, oh, what kind of magic do you want, like that? And it was like, oh, well, like, you get to see, like, Pret is very adaptable, like, to magic, and he's, like, very good, he's going to learn all kinds of sort of magic. Yuri's like, I want lightning magic, like that, and, like, kind of Warrior's like, I just want something to support and protect my friend. In this one, like, in the anime, which is so much better than the manga did it, which is like, they find out with, like, you know, Ephra nanos, which, like, you know, there's actual life force around you. Kind of think of it as, like, Magoi from, like, Magi or something like that, or Chakra or anything like that, because it's kind of like life energy around you. And what I really liked about it is that they found out through their own trial and effort, although, you know, Pret was still, like, their adaptability, and it's, like, really funny that his first thing that he learned was the gun one that he did. The point of it, if you remember, like, when he went against, like, when he fought against Natsu, Urza, Lucy, Wendy, Gray, all them, he was, like, doing that gun, like, kind of reminiscent of, like, his first power, like, just shooting him off, like, go bang, 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 like, that was really kind of nice little nostalgia take back to that. Even Warrior as well. Warrior was trying to, like, actually learn, like, a fighting magic, like, he was actually using a fist to enhance his, like, feet and stuff. But that wasn't exactly what he was looking for. Like, and even from, like, meditating, which all of them were learning from, this wasn't his style. And he was like, I need a support style, like, magic, please teach me something that is, like, more my style. And it turned out it was actually tree magic, which, you know, we seen Warrior Thor, that's just what he specialized in, like, making forests and stuff. And he's goddamn fucking good at it, because he really felt from the start, it's like, I felt useless and all that. Like, why is, like, Yuri and, like, Pret, they're always so fast, they're, like, you know, better than me. And, you know, they said it was the opposite way around when, like, we heard from, like, Mavis talking about, like, you're always saving them, you're always bailing them out, and they agreed with this. It's like, they would be way dead if it wasn't for them ages ago. And you definitely seen this from some of the episodes when they had that little adventure on the first time we really saw them kind of adventuring together. And also as well as this, like, they'd be dead if it wasn't for, like, what, like Warrior did. He jumped out there through live fire and got both Pret and Yuri out of there. And just Yuri was just absolutely funny as hell in this episode. Just like, oh yeah, do you know how I do it? Instead of like meditating like how everyone was. Like you saw like Zerø just did it easily. She was like learning fire magic. He just decided to do sit-ups. You know, just sit-ups on a tree. Which, you know, fucking fat guy like me, I struggle out just doing normal sit-ups like that. The guy's doing it, hanging off the tree, getting up and building lightning magic. It was like, yeah, that's what I want to see. Let's see this badass lightning magic go off and fuck people up, because he was summoning lightning clouds from the sky and he kept getting hit him until he controlled him. And then he was able to do, of course, like any training like module at all, because it helps him concentrate, gets a giant rock from the waterfall as he's like trying to do some Ryu Street Fighter stuff, like coming in the waterfall, and then punches it with the lightning, and it's like, well, there you go then, like that's some kind of cool ass training. And all of them got, and then of course you see like Mavis, she was like the last one to kind of like develop her stuff, and it was like, oh yeah, like the little mate, like little mage, like black mage Mavis is born, and she's doing like this little outfit thing, and she's like trying to act all cool. I'm sure like all us big grizzly men were like, oh, it's like she's a black wizard. Oh, wait a minute, Zeref's a black wizard. It's like everyone's panicking, and also as well, they seem to have a little talk about some stuff going down like earlier in the episode, but you know, they didn't exactly say what was going down, so maybe we might have to find out. Although, I'm sure very keen like lookers of this episode of Fairy Tail Zero actually caught on to something with this episode, which was very interesting, so I'm not going to say any too much than that, but yeah, I ain't going to give any hints at it. If anyone just saw like what was going down in that episode, so there was some notices like in that like episode about some stuff going on, but honestly, I'm very much looking forward to it. This was a very great handle of the material that we got in here, and it was actually even better than the source material itself. Like, I really didn't like, it's like, oh, I just want lightning magic. Oh, I just want, you know, support magic. I just want that. It's like, I liked it a lot more in the anime, and I think, like, definitely they're probably going side by side with like what exactly Hiro Mashima wanted to do, and also he was probably pressed for time, so he couldn't have an entire chapter just dedicated to training. But it's like, he was like, yeah, this is what I originally wanted to do, but I had to kind of rush it for time. And it's like kind of a little bit shitty though, like, you know, Fairy Tail Zero manga just had to be 12 chapters, because that's when like the magazine I think was ending as well. So it was like, yeah, he kind of got pushed on for time for that, and that was incredibly shitty. And I kind of wish that Fairy Tail Zero was like more like 24 chapter source material, instead of that they're really trying to cram in like 12 chapters. It's like very hard to do, but I definitely appreciate what they're doing with the style. And honestly, this was a great episode. I think this is a great training episode. You only get one episode for it, so it was really good. I think like training episodes most of the time, unless they're kind of different, like unless you're talking like kind of come from Hajime no Ippo, where it comes like little bits of training at a time, and like also yeah, like all the little trainings end up to be one big thing, like, you know, the Gazelle Punch or something like that, or the Dempsey Roll, like something like stuff like that. But it's like, I like when it's kind of like smaller training episodes, kind of like when you get like one episode, two, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure does this perfectly in the anime. It's really well done, and I enjoy that. But it's like, even this was great, and honestly, it's probably near one of my favourite episodes that we've seen so far of Fairy Tail Zero, and I've been very much enjoying it. Honestly, for this episode, I'm going to give this one an 8. I thought this was a great episode, great training episode, loved everyone's way of dealing with their problems and, you know, coming to conclusion with themselves. Like, I love that stuff. Pret just being a badass, like only being able to serve like a little shot, and then he was able to do like full blast at the end. You can see like Yuri using lightning, War doing tree magic, you know, Mavis going in as well, like, and also as well, like, you can see a little bit of Zerø doing the fire magic. She got pretty quick with that, and just know a definitely new side of like Zeref that we don't normally see too much in the anime, and even in the manga as well. So it was very nice to see that. But that little hint at the end, like, yeah, definitely that was some stuff right there. So, in case you haven't seen the episode yet, I won't say, but there you go. That's all from me. Also, thank you much for watching. As always, you love Fairy Tail and you love my content, then don't mind, like, just subscribe down there. That would be very helpful, and give this little video a like. It definitely helps me a lot, and I appreciate it. But that's all from me. So, like every video I do, I'll see you guys next time.